I want to talk about my statement where I said Nigerian women are the world's best gold diggers. I was even agreeing, saying that women of the rest of the world should do more like what they're doing because I think they're winning and we're all they usually have to give is gold. And I don't blame the women at all for going after it and taking it. Women in the Western world are here and they are giving up so much in exchange for this thing that we call equality. I want to be clear that I said what I said. Hey guys, it is Ella here, aka the new Nigerian. So you all know I'm back in Niger now, and it has just been like a crazy return. So I wanted to just kind of come on and have a conversation about some of the things that I have said, not said, stuff that kind of gets monitored on the page and this, that, and the other. So the first is, I want to talk about my statement where I said Nigerian women are the world's best gold diggers, right? So for starters, I think gold digger is a very universally understood term. So I'm not going to give the definition of a gold digger. I will say that if you found my words offensive, then I don't know, you can take that up with your mama and God, because I said what I said. The next being, I never said that it was a problem for them to be gold diggers. I never decided to give context to the lay of the land in Nigeria, what things are like in Nigeria. I simply made a statement saying that they are gold diggers. And I think, me personally, the video that we were referencing those statements in, I was even agreeing, saying that women of the rest of the world should do more like what they're doing because I think they're winning and we're losing. Now, to dive a little bit further into what it is that I'm trying to say, if you watch any of the Yaba, Linda Keji, Insta Niger blog or Insta blog Niger, if you follow any of these pages, undoubtedly you will see time and time again of women who turn down men's proposals because they don't have enough money. The ring isn't big enough. You'll also see women who are literally pining after these men with money in the tune to the point where they're willing to be side chicks, mistresses, additional wives, and other things of the nature. In fact, when you start talking about men who are cheating, they'll even tell you like it's pretty much more of like a resources thing, at least in its origins. So I say that to say, I 100% think that context matters, where you live matters, and I don't at all judge Nigerian women for being gold diggers because the majority of these men, the only thing they have to give is the gold anyways. They are not attentive to your feelings. They don't know how to communicate well. Like, there's so many things that I think are wrong with Nigerian men on average that I 100% think that you need gold and that all they usually have to give is gold, and I don't blame the women at all for going after it and taking it. What I do have a problem with, however, is trying to act like what I said wasn't the truth. I literally talk to my friends, men and women here, and if you think that the conversation doesn't always go back to money, it's crazy. Like, even the men who, like, I have friends who are my own age, they are not so well off. They're not hurting that much, but they're also not so well off. But if you listen to them talk and recount their stories, they're literally saying that girls don't give them the time of day because they are not a big man, because they don't have excess money to just throw away on them. Like, I mean, if you just listen, all you have to do is open your eyes, pay attention, and open your ears and listen to what happens around you in Nigeria. If you think that these women are not gold diggers, then you've not yet seen Niger. Now, let me also begin to tell you guys, because I know it's going to come out in my comments, oh my God, it's not like you've been everywhere in Nigeria, blah, blah. You're right, I have not, and we might as well not even go down that rabbit hole. I live in Lagos. I've been to Abuja. Outside of Lagos and Abuja, I have not been to any other state in Nigeria. So if you want to tell me that things are different up north, I will accept that because I've not been there. I'm not going to argue with you on a place that I've never been to. I don't presume to know anything about. Like, it's just not what you'll find me willing to do. So back to the point of this video. So I still believe Nigerian women are the world's greatest gold diggers. I still believe women in the Western world probably need to take note, because like I said that the Nigerian woman told me before, women in the Western world are here and they are giving up so much in exchange for this thing that we call equality. In fact, I saw this guy. I'm not going to share any names, but the guy is a friend of mine, and he's married, and he's been married for more than a decade. And he was telling me a story about during the pandemic, he literally had sex with over 60 women. Now, mind you, he's married. Then he also proceeded to tell me that there was this woman who he liked the most. And this woman was American. She was like, it was such a refreshing exchange for him, because she was the one who was sending him expensive bottles of alcohol. She was the one paying for dinner. Like, he found it to be so amazing that like a woman was doing all of this for him. Now, I'm not saying that to say that he didn't appreciate the gestures of this woman, but what I am bringing to the full scope of the picture is that he was married. So he really had nothing to give to that woman. And what did she get in exchange for her expensive drink? What did she get in exchange for, you know, her energy, her time, and all of these other things? She got nothing, because the subject of what she desired was already taken from the beginning of the conversation. So there was nothing she could get. So that is more to my point. So the previous video was actually saying that Nigerian women were in fact right. But furthermore, I want to be clear that I said what I said. And if you don't like what I said on my page, I will 100% I will 100% engage in conversation. To those of you who are in my comments, you know, I will admit to something that, you know, if I don't know it, I don't know it. If I was wrong, if I lacked context, I will agree with you in the comments. Like, it's not something where I'm trying to come off like everything is the way that I've seen it and nothing can be different or whatever. But what I am saying is that to come on my page, try to tell me about my experiences, my thoughts, my perception, my observations, my word choice, my everything, it's not happening like that. So I said what I said. I know that these things that I'm saying might be controversial. However, the whole point of this is to have the dialogue, to get it out there, because I don't think that Nigerians can enter the rest of the world seamlessly until you understand how we think, how we talk, how we act, and so forth and so on. Even if you choose not to assimilate, you can at least acknowledge, because there are so many things that run amok to how things typically go in the rest of the world that happens here in Nigeria. It's like, are you crazy? Like, no. So anyways, the point of this page is so that Nigerians who are watching it can see what the Western world would try to say about, and really, you know, how I'm feeling about being here in Nigeria, in hopes that there will be something where there's like a meeting of the minds, some kumbaya moment where there's an existence for both. Because obviously, I think I've said this before, but if it were at all really possible, I think that all Black Americans should move back to Africa, at least for some period of their life, so they get to experience what I'm experiencing. And again, if I thought that my experiences were 100% bad, or were even the majority negative, then I probably wouldn't be here myself. So that's not the case, but I'm not gonna try to put sugar on shit. So I'm not gonna spend every video like, oh, Nigeria's great. No, it's not. There's some hard shit that you go through here. There's some unnecessary shit that you go through here. Nigerians even say it amongst themselves. I was just talking to my friend. She was like, seriously? I was telling her, like, since I got back, I feel like every day is just a new problem, new problem, new problem. She was like, that's what Lagos is. It's a series of problems. Like, the moment one problem ends, another problem has already begun. Like, that's just what it is. So I just want to make sure that I shared this video, because y'all know I love y'all. I love the comments. I love conversation that takes us forward. Do I think that Nigerians are the world's best gold diggers? Absolutely. Do I think that they have no choice but to be gold diggers in their society? Absolutely. Do I think that Western women probably need to be more like them, especially when they're dealing with men from this part of the world? Absolutely. Will I say that my comments were unfair? No. Will I change my words? No. Like, that's what this page is. This page is my thoughts, my feelings, and my impressions towards my now living in Nigeria. So, with that being said, guys, again, talk to me in the comments. Talk to me on social media. I mean, I'm here. I'm rocking with y'all. I'm rocking with y'all. If you have somewhere where you suggest that I can comment on next, by all means, let's do that. And let's continue this journey. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow on social media. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.